the Samsung Frame Pro is a beautiful TV. And I think this is one of the things that really makes this TV stand apart, because Samsung has added aesthetics to what you're looking for, because you can have a TV that can be an art piece by day when you have friends over, and then have a nice, cool, relaxing experience to watch your movies at night. Hey guys, Thunder E here, and welcome to my review of the Samsung Frame Pro. Now, when this TV was announced at CES 2025, I was super excited. I was excited at the fact that, first of all, it had a wireless one connector box, which means you can actually set your one connector box somewhere separately, but also for the fact that this is a Pro TV, which means it had an improved processor, a better mini LED display, higher brightness, and also a better new matte display overall. But before we get into it, let's take a look at the hardware itself. Now, I rocked with two frames when I got this TV, but I had to go with the ornate gold first. I mean, my wall is green. Ornate gold really goes well with it, and it just looks audacious, bold, big. Maybe too big for my wall, but you get the idea here. You can actually go through different frames from Samsung, and there are also a lot of third-party frames that actually work with this as well. So you've got a selection to make it feel like the art piece you're looking for. I wanted something that looked a little gaudy at the very beginning, but I also changed to a brown frame that actually works well with this wall as well. So that's the beauty of this TV. I love the fact that it fits that mold, especially on the hardware side. Now, some of the other hardware specs include a mini HDMI port on the back of the TV. There's HDMI 2.1 for you, so you can connect your game console if you want to. It kind of defeats the no wires aesthetic, but if you need to do that, you can, because this TV also supports 144 Hz with the display, which is nice. Now, you do have that one connector box, which is wireless, and it's really nice. It's small. In my case, I do have it on a little cabinet. While I will tell you, you can walk past it without any disconnection whatsoever, I did have a few prompts that showed up that said I should adjust the settings because something might be blocking the view. I was actually sitting in front of it, but I was still able to watch content. So that was good to see. Now, how is the viewing experience of this TV? And there are two parts to it. First, artwork. Second, TV, because that's what the Frame TVs are all about. The Frame Pro, because of the improved brightness on the mini LED and also the improved dimming features on there, it looks really good when you're looking at different pieces of artwork. And I feel this is much better than the regular frame, at least the frame I've had for like the last 2 years. I'm a frame user. I have a frame. I've always had a frame in my living room, and this one stands out there. This mini LED panel is much better. It is brighter, it's sharper, this is improved color volume. Yes, this is not comparable to Samsung's 8K TV or Samsung's OLED TV, no. But for what it does and what it is, I think it does a good job. Now let's talk software. Before I got this TV, my buddy Quinn Snazzy Labs got his own Frame Pro, did his video, and I was shocked. I mean, he had so many issues, so many slowdowns, and I was like, okay, I'm getting mine soon, and I don't know what to expect. Luckily, that is not the case on this TV, but I will mention that I did get 2 to 3 updates that changed the experience completely, at least from what I saw from Quinn. One of the biggest changes is the change to Samsung TV Plus. I know, and I think this has affected it and improved the experience, because now it's a standalone app that acts like a TV guide. And I've found myself using Samsung TV Plus more. But one of the things that used to happen was Samsung TV Plus was kind of part of your home screen as you kept on scrolling down and looking at different options. That's no longer the case. Now that is just reserved to different genres or different movie types or different options that Samsung is throwing out to you. I feel like the Samsung Frame Pro software is so much more improved. It's snappy and smooth, but the software itself feels very bloated. There are a lot of things going on. There are many different options. You do have the side panel where you can go into things like artwork, office, game, and then you have all the apps and you have all these different viewing options, which might be a little cluttered for a consumer. Something more stripped down, something more simple, and something that puts the content in front of you first, I think will make the most amount of sense. But that's just my little option here. Now, I mentioned gaming on the side panel, and this TV, you can game. Game Pass, I think, is probably the best way to play games. Game Pass, GeForce Now is also available there. Smooth and effective. It runs really, really well. I think that's one of the things that I like about it, is that being able to connect that and play, to me, makes more sense on the Frame Pro than actually connecting the console. But again, you do have support for 144 Hz. Now, another thing about this TV is the audio experience. It's got some nice speakers on there and they do a really good job, but I want you to take a listen and hear for yourself. Not bad. I think the speakers do a good job overall, but you can pair it up with a soundbar as well, which is something very standard with TVs. But you're wondering, hey, Thunder E, your one connect box is like back there, soundbar is in front, how will you connect it? Samsung does have a specific soundbar that pairs well with the Frame Pro. It's the slimline soundbars, but I actually went with their top of the line soundbar just because I have that space there, which also connects to the Frame Pro. This is the HW1990, and I gotta tell you, this soundbar is good. I mean, it's a Dolby Atmos soundbar. It's got 2 satellite speakers at the back, which of course fire up for Dolby Atmos. It is rich in sound. I mean, it sounds good. I will lament it more, take a quick listen, and then we'll continue. Camera, we also have this nice layout where you can see the camera bump is very different. And this is by design. So at first, we all made fun of it when we saw leaks and rumors, but to Apple's credit, this is where all the internals are housed, right here in front of all the internals, right in the spot. Very good. I mean, this is probably the best soundbar I think Samsung has made over the years. Simple to connect. It connects wirelessly to your TV. The one thing I'll mention is make sure that both your TV and the soundbar are on the same wireless network, the same 5 gigahertz wireless network, not 2.4, because sometimes your soundbar might go to 2.4. Just make sure that it is, or else you have connectivity issues. I think overall, when you look at this TV though, it has a lot of good points. I've just been really impressed with it. I know some people have had issues in the past. I mentioned Quinn. But I really liked where this TV is going. Number one, aesthetically, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Number two, watching content in here looks really, really good. Number three, the audio is solid, but I do like the fact that I have a wireless one connector box. I think overall, when you look at the TV and what it brings to the table, this is for someone who doesn't care about TV specs, but wants something that is more appealing to them. And this TV is not about specs. It's about vibes. It's about feeling. And I think Samsung's nailed that quite well with the TV, especially also with its price point at $1,899. Now, I will say that I want to see more improvements with Samsung's TV operating system. I feel like Tizen OS here has now become a little bit too cluttered, even though it's now functioning smoother, but I want to see that improve. But overall, I like this TV. I have the TV at home. I enjoy the TV. Yes, I would recommend the Samsung Frame Pro. I think it's a solid, outstanding TV when it comes to visual aesthetic for artwork and also watching your content whenever you want to. So this is Thunder E saying thank you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Definitely use our link in the bio to pick up one, and always enjoy your entertainment.